situation. Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen is chairwoman.
Hi, Eric.
Hello, Congresswoman. She's chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. You just left the meeting, a very important meeting. First of all, is there any brand new breaking news that came from that meeting?
Well, you know that there's no way that you can pry that out of me. But what it tells you is that this plot against the U.S., because this is a national security threat, shows the totality of this Iranian winter that we're facing. We had the Arab Spring. Well, we're confronting a nightmare scenario, the Iranian winter. They want to destroy us. They want to destroy our democratic ally, Israel. And so what we need to do is, I think, expel their diplomats. That sends a strong message. Pass strong sanctions legislation that I have authored. We have over 300 co-sponsors to that bill. I'm proud to announce it on your show for the first time. It's a veto-proof majority. And also we need to tell these other countries it's time for them to decide. Are they going to help Iran build up its nuclear power and in its energy sector, or cooperate with the United States? So there's a lot that we can do, and let's start there.
Congressman, how close were the extremists to actually pulling off this bomb plot to blow up embassies in Washington?
Well, I think that we'll know a lot about that as it unfolds, and certainly it'll be reported in the press. But what it tells you is that, and this has already been written about, these are high officials in the Iranian regime. This was not, you can't do a rogue operation in a totalitarian theocracy like in Iran. There are no rogue agents trying to do cash transfers and to hash a murder-for-hire plot. These are the fingerprints of the higher-ups of the Iranian regime all over this murder-for-hire assassination plot. So it's not someone on their own. It's not a Timothy McVeigh operation. This is an Iranian murder-for-hire, illegal plot on U.S. soil. It's time for us to wake up to the totality of the threat that Iran poses to our national security.
Well, Congressman, tell us, in the meeting, did you discuss the proper response?
Well, I don't know what, certainly the administration has a plethora of options. And what we've seen is that it's not taken any of the options. We should, for example, sanction Ahmadinejad. We should sanction the supreme leader of Iran, just as we sanctioned Assad in Syria. Why don't we go after these guys? Why are we so afraid to point the finger and say these guys should be sanctioned? We weren't afraid on Syria. Also, we need to say to these so-called diplomats, look, there's a price to be paid. If your country is doing this kind of murder-for-hire plot in the United States, we're going to expel you. There's no reason for us to have to keep these diplomats in U.S. soil.
And that's all diplomatic, and I get it, and you want to sanction the diplomats. That's fantastic. You guys do what you do there. But my concern is Iran wants to have nuclear capability. Now, they say it's for power generation. I don't, frankly, believe it's for power generation. But is it time to take the next step and ensure that they don't have nuclear capabilities?
Absolutely. For example, we're getting a lot of pressure from countries like China and Russia. The Treasury Department has been doing a good job in sanctioning some of these entities, Russian companies, Chinese companies. No. They go after the low-hanging fruit, so we commend Treasury for what it's been doing. State Department needs to step up its game, and they need to get tougher on Iran. And I don't think that we've done it. We've got this administration has a cafeteria of options that they can put into play. They can strongly sanction the energy sector, the financial sector, go after our so-called allies on the Security Council, who always weaken any resolution that we try to pass. We need to get tougher. This is a wake-up call. Let's get to work.
Representative Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric.